Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Wolf, guessing a game between Mr. Draskal, the awesome AoxomoxoA. Once again, cream, whatever. You guys know what I'm saying. That's his color. His color is like orange. With ToJo, which we've also casted a game with. Two classic players. ABagOfFritos, never cast him. Also, fight the power. Okay, so ToJo's probably on a team with AoxomoxoA because they just asked each other what the plan is. ABagOfFritos here, purple. Don't like that rainer symbol. Whatever, gonna deal with it. And MusicalTNT. Hey, give me control. It's like, hey baby, give me control. This is gonna be a 2v2. We got up here. Take a moment to look. Versus down here. Yes. I fight you macro. How? How I give you control? Sorry, that wasn't racist. But MusicalTNT is probably actually Tenoob Trumpet. I know that's who's playing, but I think that might be what it actually stands for. Not. I used to know what TNT really stood for. I like Tetra. Oh, sorry guys, I had some cough there. Small button top right. Let's look at the APM. Look at that deadly. I like how Drast is starting to take the idea of not clicking a lot. He's like, click. Here, you guys can listen to me click something. That'd be me just hitting the desk with my fingers. It hurts now. And then we have ToJo's average APM at 15. So, I think AoxomoxoA and ToJo are doomed to fail because they have less APM than Ice Fang, which is very bad. Or wait, actually, so does Tenoob Trumpet. I'll try to call him. You know what? I'm just gonna call him. Damn it! I don't know. I call AoxomoxoA Drast. I don't want to call like everybody a different name, but I'll try to remember to call him TNT. If I call him Tenoob Trumpet, then you guys try to remember that too. We'll both put effort forward for it. Currently got Gateway Pylon standard opening from TNT. Mr. Frito here is going pretty standard as well. Let's see, AoxomoxoA. Mr. AoxomoxoA is going. What is that, like 11 hatchery? Or maybe just, I guess it could be a 14 hatchery, 13 pool, 12 extractor, something like that. Needs to make sure to make drones constantly. Kind of interesting. I think ToJo went for earlier gas, and also note he is walling off in a unique way. When you wall off like this, players can't, or, never mind, I think it's a normal wall off. Sometimes, hard to tell. I'll tell you about it anyway though. If you put buildings so that, let's see, like this square here is touching this square here by corners. Smaller units like probes, zerglings, zealots can walk through, but larger units like roaches, I think, and stalkers can't get through. So don't ever wall off like that. But I don't think this is one. It's hard to say. We'll tell later. We can say later, my friends. Second gateway down first. Very common in 2v2. It's dangerous to go anything other than, you know, the 4 gate, 2 gate, etc., etc. Went for an early wall up, being able to protect him from scouting. Kind of went for earlier gas in the pylons to get vision, but he could be doing it to hide tech as well. I think he's just building up gas, getting ready to put down. Let me guess, it'll be a robotics bay. Okay, thank you. Fuck. Foo! Foo! I don't even know how to say that. Like I said, I'm not very good with that. Memes. Meme. Oh, and I wanted to apologize in advance. This game is definitely going to slow down. I mean, unless, like, ToJo and Drast kind of just sit there and receive the whole time, it's probably going to slow down because, like I said, my computer's not very good. As you probably have blinded yourself to right now, because I'm pretty sure you're just like looking at something else while listening to me talk and drone on. I run my computer on low because I can't get it to go any higher. It's a laptop. Deal with it. Twilight Council going down, kind of interesting. 3 gate kind of. What's the build I like doing in 2v2s is 3 gate zealot with +1 weapons in charge. Putting down early forge. I don't know if that's for cannons. Odds are it's for upgrades. We'll see. Also going down both Protoss players on team. We're just gonna call them Team B, I guess, just because they're on the bottom. B for bottom, A for above. That's my logic there. Team B here is going for kind of a more tech choice, while they're remaining very strong on their unit mix, or making units. They're not missing out on any of them. Currently, Mr. Drass is able to quick expand, and his opponents didn't scout properly, their biggest flaw. But he does have enough Zerglings to hold off any type of early aggression, and the scouting, he's paying very good attention here, so very impressive. Mr. ToJo here is going for 4 gateways, so probably something like the 4 gate. Has the other gas down, he's probably building up a little too much gas. A little bit of macro fail, I assume. Actually, nope, no, not bad at all. He's doing great, but building up a little bit of extra gas. Could afford to put down a Twilight Council, maybe get Charge or Blink. Mr. Fritos here is pretty heavy on the Blink, or the Stalker. I think he might go Blink, or he's teching to High Templar / Dark Templar. I don't know where he intends to hide it, but we'll try to watch out for that. Mr. TNT, I'm going to call him the other name too because I like to. Noob Trumpet. He's going for +1 weapons, and he's going for a Robotics Bay, able to pay for that with the lack of one of his gateways, so he's kind of weak right now to some early aggression. However, all players are kind of macroing up right now. Drass's Overlord placement is truly phenomenal. He's got complete vision of like the entire map. Hello. I'm dog sitting right now, so I'm just petting a dog. Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't showing kindness or love to any creature. I'm full of hate and death and stuff. Hello, Zerglings, my friends. What a cute ducky. Twilight Council going down. Gonna have some similar. Looks like the Protoss players are all playing kind of the same way right now. Interesting choice to put down the Photon Cannon. Kind of protection from detection, I suppose. Dark Templar, perhaps. There would be a pylon. Hello, Mr. Frito. I'm gonna call him that. Mr. Frito. Where is your stuff? Let's get rid of these tabs. Let's see. That'll be the note, and I did it. I don't really like looking at tabs when not much is going on. I like the freedom of vision, especially because right now, as I said, I'm dog sitting, so therefore I'm playing on my laptop and actually using the laptop screen. It looks different to me. As you guys probably noticed, it's all in widescreen. Haha. I think made it funny, although odds are you don't understand what I just said because it doesn't really make sense. Let's see though. Getting Blink, as I suggested, might try some superior Blink micro, just getting that first Zealot. One of the, no offense to Mr. Frito here, one of those Protoss players that doesn't like Zealots and likes the Blink micro game, which I kind of do. I definitely prefer unit mixture though, as you know. Gonna snipe an Overlord here. Yeah, he might. He doesn't. It's just too much distance here by Mr. Overlord. +1 weapons. Observer, good for scouting. Well, I mean, they're also good for killing Dark Templar, apparently, so don't be like, duh, they're good for scouting, that's all they do. No. On Blizzard's side, it says that they're really good against Dark Templar, so therefore they kill Dark Templar. 3 gases for Mr. AoxomoxoA, building up too much gas. Needs interesting choice. Building 2 layers. I said it right? Yes, 2 layers. Mr. ToJo here is still just kind of forgetting. All players are macroing up, but I assume this is going to be awesome. Probably destroy my game forever. Going for Charge, which will give him the edge against his opponent, Mr. Frito. He's also getting +1 weapons and a Warp Prism, so we should be expecting some harass soon. However, we got a big group of Blink Stalkers out here. This could be very deadly, and of course he's going to probably set down a proxy pylon. He's also macroing very effectively, very impressive. Currently, Mr. Drass is also macroing pretty well. Not the best. Silver player for sure. Silver or better. So we have Team B preparing to make a push here. He's got +1 weapons, no plus on the weapons, but he does have Blink, and with some excellent Blink micro, he should be able to hold off. However, with Drass's excellent scouting and unit placement, he's able to see them moving out and they're prepared for it. Putting the Zerglings here, however, is not the best use of them. Using them for a surround, especially against Blink Stalkers, would be more effective. I think they have shared control too. This could be the first big engagement for the game, guys. First we got... Yeah, I think it is shared control. They're kind of moving together, kind of not. We'll see. First free volley, and here it goes. My life for hire. Unfortunately, charge is not done yet. I don't remember if he was getting charged. I think he was. Some fail force fields going on there. That's not. He needs to back up and simply use the force field. Oh, there's the Zergling reinforcements. Exactly when I told him to move away. Unfortunately, a little bit of lack of micro or unit control overall. Shouldn't have blinked there. Could have just kept them bunched up. They would have been safer altogether like that. Drass is like, no, I don't have any money. Mr. Frito here doesn't, not Mr. Frito. ToJo doesn't seem to have any type of response right now. He needs to cancel what he's making and just warp in more units. He needs to try to take advantage of His 4 warp gates. If he could warp in, well, he only has enough for 2, maybe 3, 4. If he could warp in 3 sentries and make force fields down the ramp, trying to push the stalkers back, that could be what he needs to stay in the game. However, he's currently being hit really hard. Take a moment to look at the other bases. Drass has got a Spire going up. Fortunately, that's not going to really help. Mr. TNT is getting a lot of Immortals, interesting choice in Zerglings. And Mr. Frito here. Oh, he's receiving some harassment, which is really what's going to get them back in the game. He's going to warp in about 3 and 3. Interesting trade here. We're going to have a little too much focus at the base at home. It needs to just go for the pro. If you're going to focus on your base at home, try to tell your units to go here. You know, perfect spot to go first. Attack move there. And we have... Luckily for ToJo, his unit composition is more important. He watches more of my casts, so he knows that Zealots are an important part of the game, especially if you're not using the Blink effectively that you've researched. But for the +1 weapons, hopefully that will be able to finish. Actually, I want Team A to win, but hopefully it'll be able to finish for Team B, because you guys, what is love? Zergling's able to kill. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow, I lost minerals there for Mr. Frito. I believe it would be Mr. Frito. Backing up with his Stalkers to try to kill the Zealots that are just wreaking havoc here, being able to take out, oh my goodness, 1 second, 2 seconds. That is a very big hit. If he doesn't cancel this in time, this could be 100, 100, another 150, so 250, 100 down the drain. Really needs to focus fire it though, because you want to take it out. Focus fire the same building. I mean, this isn't doing anything right here. Oh my goodness. Take out the forge, fool! You fool! Stop looking at me, Swan! Sorry, I couldn't help it. Mr. Forge. Goodbye, Mr. Forge. That was quite a bit of lost minerals right there. Let's take a moment. Look at the units lost. Wow. ToJo's definitely behind. His whole base has been fucking destroyed. But Mr. Frito here is also not doing so hot. And currently, AoxomoxoA is in the lead. Good blink micro there against the charge locks. Very excellent use right there. Should be enough to buy him the advantage. Ooh, excellent. Excellent control. However, Zealots are just so good at taking damage, and they're so good against small groups of Stalkers. I don't... If he'd used Blink a little bit more effectively, although that was still excellent, he probably could have been able to take out at least the Zealots, and the Stalkers probably would have been a pretty even battle. However, we have TNT getting quite a bit of the Immortals to kill Stalkers, I guess. Hydralisk coming out. Glad Drass didn't decide to stick with Spire. If he had scouted a little bit better and used that knowledge, he should have known not to get the Spire. Early game build orders are great for some players. I don't like them personally, but some players really can benefit from them. But mid-game build orders are something you should try to avoid. Anything past a cybernetics core or anything past, you know, a lair should be things that need to be taken into account. Like, oh, he's massing roaches. Probably should go for my Phoenix build. No, don't do that.